Can you believe what you have been seeing on CNN today, ladies and gentlemen? Can you believe it? Supposedly, a CNN reporter found Osama bin Laden, took a television camera crew with him, went into Osama bin Laden's hideout, interviewed him and his top leadership, his top lieutenants and colonels and generals in their hideout. This is a CNN reporter with a camera crew. And he came out and told everybody, within 3 weeks, Osama bin Laden is going to attack the United States and Israel. Now, don't you think that's kind of strange, folks? You see, because the largest intelligence apparatus in the world, with the biggest budget in the history of the world, has been looking for Osama bin Laden for years and years and years, and can't find him. The FBI also, under the leadership of Louis Freeh, has been looking for Osama bin Laden for years and years and years and years and years and many years, and can't find him. Some doofus, jerk-off reporter with a camera crew waltzes right into his hideout and interviews him. And you know what his budget is? Zip, zilch, nothing. Now, that tells us two things. Either everyone in the intelligence community and all of the intelligence agencies of the United States government are blithering idiots and incompetent fools, including the entire apparatus of the FBI and all of their personnel, or they're lying to us. They're not looking for him at all. And the second is the truth. You see, the CIA created Osama bin Laden. They recruited him. They trained him. They found his leadership. They brought them all together. They showed them how to fight the Soviet Union in Afghanistan, and when that was over, they still continued to fund him and train him, and they're now using him to help bring about world government by making him the big boogeyman, because they can't use Saddam Hussein anymore, because they needed a new boogeyman. A reporter from CNN and his little camera crew got in to Osama bin Laden's secret hideout and conducted an interview. If you don't believe me, tune into CNN. They're probably running it right now as I'm speaking. And if you believe it, you are one of the stupidest jerks that ever lived on the face of this earth. And whatever is going to happen that they're going to blame on Osama bin Laden, don't you even believe it.
Now they can grab you, lock you up, and if they decide, if one man, John Ashcroft, who's up until 9/11's whole claim to fame was throwing covers over the bare breast of statues in Washington, D.C. because he was upset. Oh. Talk about a boob. I didn't say that. But on his word alone, you can be declared an enemy combatant in hell without trial and without legal representation. They are stripping the liberties that we are guaranteed in this country. And it really is amazing to me, because if Osama bin Laden was indeed behind the 9/11 attacks, and there's still been no real proof that he is, but if he was, and if his goal was to destroy a democracy and to end our freedoms, he succeeded, hadn't he? But we know that some bearded guy over in a cave somewhere is not responsible for everything that's going on in the world today. Who's responsible are these people. Who's responsible are these people who have been working at this for hundreds of years.
I would be a bit surprised, because that's exactly what I think happened with Hitler.
Yeah.
And all of these other people. I think they are always protected. And I don't buy for a minute that Osama bin Laden is dead. I don't buy that for a minute. I mean, They announced 3 different times under 3 different administrations that they had killed Osama bin Laden. Three different administrations talked about how they had killed Osama bin Laden. People didn't pick up on that.
It's a setup, just like there is no Osama bin Laden, like you think. He doesn't exist. That's why they can't find his body. Can't find a body that isn't real. And isn't it interesting, as they went from town to town in Afghanistan, the Taliban just happened to leave videotapes laying around with a big caption, "Tape of Osama bin Laden." Please play. That's high security. People who want to hide who they are and be security-minded, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
So the character that's depicting bin Laden is nothing like that. What about the brother who spoke about him that set up also?
That whole family, they're Saudi Arabian.
Yeah.
15 of the 19 hijackers were Saudi Arabian. Most of the terrorist leaders are Saudi Arabian. Saudi Arabian is a dictatorship of one family.
And then there's this new ad now. Do you see that new ad? What a wonderful country.
Yes. However, if you know people who live there, or service people who are stationed there, it is not such a wonderful country. And they'll sooner just chop off your hands and your feet just for committing the crime. Not a problem. This is who visited Bush in his ranch in Texas and demanded pressure on the Israelis and other people who were not being so nice to Saudi Arabia. And then Bush made a statement, yes, I'll do what they say.
9/11 is simply a gimmick to scare the peawads out of everybody so that you will not bow down on your knees and ask the government to protect you. That's all it is. Adolf Hitler did the same thing. He burned the Reichstag down. He had his own guys go out and burn the government building down to scare the hell out of everybody. And he said, I can't do anything about these people are crazy. They're burning down the government. They're killing people. The only thing I can do is if you tell me to. I can't do anything because I'm just a humble man. But if you tell me to do something, I got to do it, then I'm obliged. So everybody said, you've got to protect us. Well, if I've got to protect me, the only way I can protect you is give me absolute power to be God. Well, we'll give you all the power. Do anything you need to protect us. Yeah, that's what I wanted. You chumps are stupid. That's what I wanted. That's why I paid the guys to go out and blow down the building so that you would give me the power to be God. Now that I got the power to be God, you're going to prison. That's the way these people work. They are tricksters.